your girl Tay. Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday to you. Listen, y'all already know what it is. When I tell you celebrating Black music this month has been awesome. Y'all know music is my love language, and I celebrate music 365 because that's what we do. But tonight, I had to call in a heavy hitter. To know me is to know that I love Black music, but I love R&B, and I extra love 90s R&B. So if I was going to talk about 90s R&B for Black Music Month, I had to go to the king, the guru, the man that knows all 90s R&B because he's such a mood, Shawn of the 90s mood. So Shawn, where's Shawn at? Let me bring Shawn.
Ah,
Yes. Listen, Shawn, thank you for hanging out with me for Black Music Month. True story, I'm gonna give you your flowers while you can sniff them, smell them, and all that good stuff. I fell in love with Shawn because social media is like, even Chastity is saying, that's my boo. You got fans, Shawn. You got fans. The people is here for it. The people is here for it. But I fell in love with you because on social media, you would play and post songs, and I'm like, is he in my playlist? Like, how does he know all of this good music? And so when I reached out from you up to you, of course you're from Virginia, baby, because it's in your blood. It's in the blood. It's in the
of
blood.
course.
It's
Hey,
in the
born
blood.
and raised, born and
Listen,
raised.
listen. And so you're so knowledgeable of 90s music, but what makes it so crazy is that I was expecting an old man. You ain't no old man, Shawn. You ain't no old man, but you know your 90s R&B music. I believe you know music general. I ain't even gonna pinhole you just the 90s because you are a music extraordinaire. But before I get too far, because I'm so excited, because like literally it's been like a kid on Christmas all day. I've been waiting for 9 o'clock because I knew this conversation was gonna get real, real good. So Shawn, for those that may not know you because they living under a social media rock, tell them who you are and what you do.
Okay, my name is Sean of 90s Mood. I'm a social media influencer. What I do on my platform, I post anything pertaining to 90s R&B. Anything that you can think of, that's what I post. And I had the page for about 6 years, and I just gradually built an amazing platform, where I can share music with the people and also interact with artists that we love, that we grew up listening to. So, it's just, I do interviews as well. And, what I'm saying? It's other things that I'm trying to get into as well in the
And he
future, for
dances.
sure.
He
Yeah, a
I
little
really
bit.
wish I had me something about your dance moves.
I
I'd be
love
like,
it.
come on, Shawn, come on now. You really you do the doggone thing now. I'm
I
telling
try.
you.
I thank you. I
You
try.
do, you do. And so, in honor of Black Music Month, I called upon people that I know that love music, and I had to call you, because you, like me, in my head, if I could just get a time capsule and go back to the 90s, I would go there, I would stay there, because the music was good, the fashion was good. We used to have a good time. It just was a whole vibe. It was just a whole vibe. But if I'm asking everybody the same question. What does Black music mean to Shawn?
Mm. Oh wow. Black music to me is I feel like it's a culture change.
Mm.
Um, I feel like when it comes to music for us as a people, color, we we started off. We started the music. You know what I'm saying? So if you think of any genre, rock, hip hop, R&B, country, we started off. So I just feel like black music is definitely a culture, of course, but also what's I'm trying to find the right words. Um, like a melting pot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We like the gumbo of the world because we take
Yes,
a little bit of this and a little bit of that and it'll come up with this and it's just the more you add to it, the more flavorful that
yes.
thing get. Okay. I feel you. I feel you on that. And so now that was a good answer because that's a broad answer. But Shawn, I've been wanting to know this all day. What makes you love 90s R&B music the way that you do?
Oh, it's a lot. It's the feeling. Oh, I just love the feeling of it.
See how it make you smile when you even
Yeah,
thought
it's
about it? You
just
was like,
it, it's
"Ooh,
it's the feeling. I can't. It's one of them. It's one of them ones that I feel like '90s R&B is definitely like the golden era. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
It's the golden era, and I feel like that's when music starts to, in my opinion, start to elevate more, and we start to hear more so of a different sound and
mhm,
everything far as '90s R&B. But it just makes me feel good. I just feel like '90s R&B is, to me, is a bit more passionate than what I would normally hear.
mhm,
So
mhm."
when I think of '90s R&B, it's more passionate. You get the feeling more. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's more raw, organic,
Yeah,
original.
yeah.
It's just so many different words to describe just the love of '90s R&B. So if I had to say that, it would definitely be all of those in one, for
I
sure.
love it. I love it. Chastity says, "Yup, '90s R&B is something that cannot be touched." You better say it, girl. Because a lot of and no shade by any way, shape, or form, whether you're an artist singing R&B music now or you're an artist from back in the '90s. I'm just saying it's something about that '90s feel that
Yeah.
just can't, like Chastity said, it can't be touched. It's the music that no matter when it's played, you can play it today
Oh
and
yes.
still get that same. It's just like a whole. It's a whole vibe. You see our faces. It's like it's just a whole vibe. It's when them songs play that your face get that
Mm,
oh, oh, type of yes, like what did happen up in here? Type of
mm,
yes, yes. Um, because from the producers to the beat makers to the fact that in the '90s there was music videos that we were able to really sit down and watch, right? Um, there were it was just a different time. I was watching an interview with my fave. Shout out Layla Hathaway because that's my favorite. It's not up for debate. That's how I feel.
that's the goat.
Um, and she was just saying that in the '90s, like we listened to all different types because music was more open. Like you might have listened to a white artist, you might have listened. There were so many different facets of music that you could go down, and it made. I think she said that made '90s R&B music even more soulful because of the fact that you're taking a little bit from every. You had to really step your game up, and you could really be creative. Now everything sounds so much the same, and I feel bad for those that are growing up in this musical time because all of their songs, like, they sound the same. No shade, but they
It's the
sound,
truth.
it's the truth. Somebody just said New Jack era. Y'all know I really thought I was a New Jack swing girl, but I'm not even gonna get because I used to be like, oof, like it does it to me to this day right now. I listen to New Jack every single, like, literally. I know I'm gonna listen to a New Jack swing something every day. Like,
It's only right.
it's only right, like,
It's only
because
right.
like, it is what it is. But shout out to everyone that is watching that grew up or knows that '90s music, '90s R&B raised me. That's probably why I'm single and ain't got no men, because I want me a '90s type of R&B type of love. But Shawn, when we think about the '90s, and it's such a facet, so I'm not even gonna even make you narrow it down. We're
Mhm.
gonna talk about different sectors to give it its full
Mm.
flowers. So you have an opportunity to up on all of that thing. Okay.
Okay, okay, okay.
So It's only right. We're going to start with the ladies first and foremost. So when we think 90s R&B females, who are the first people or first ladies that come to your mind?
Whoa, Tony Braxton.
And let's pause for that for just a second. I think I might got a little picture of Tony. Oh, I gotta tell the people watching. Now on Shawn's platform, he be playing music and he don't get shut down. Over here on Tay, they be trying to stop me from being great. So I'm gonna let y'all use, I'm sure me and Shawn together can maybe sing some harmonies for
Yeah, we
y'all.
can harmonize a
We
little
could do a
song
little
for y'all.
harmony,
You
but
know.
I figured, so here is Tony here looking all Tony-licious and looking all good. So you said 90s R&B females, Tony comes to mind. What's one of your favorite Tony Braxton songs?
Ooh, okay. I got so many. It's so many. But if I had to like pick one, the song that I probably play the most is "How Many Ways."
Ah!
How Many Ways by Tony Braxton is a song that I play
All the
all
time.
the time, down to the original to the remix. Both. Yeah.
Ooh, and that's another thing, Shawn. Back in the 90s, shout out the remixes because we would get the original song and then they would put a little funky mixed up remix and you might get one or two different remixes, right?
Right. Right. Sure
Okay.
will.
So if you're watching this live or if you're watching this on the replay, y'all shout out. Let's talk about Tony Braxton because we love Tony. I knew somebody was gonna say it because I'm with Chastity. I love me some him, baby. If I'm
Oh, that's
in
a good one.
love, that make you be like, I love me. That's when you get to really leaning into the song and all of that. I think somebody said "Unbreak My Heart" was in there. How many ways? How many ways? I wish we had the music now. It's making me mad because that I just wish we could because it
How
was many
many ways I love you. Yeah, we gonna
oh
give them a little song,
that
slight,
a little something, little something,
some
something.
slight, you know.
Yes, because it's when that beat drops on that too
Yes.
that you just like because everybody want to be hell. She can hit that, that little, that little bit that make you just be like, ooh. And then shout out all the girls in the chat, including myself, that all rock the Tony Braxton boomerang hairstyle. All of us took it back with the bang with the you better know that that's what was going on. You won't cute unless you had that. Shout out Nia Long. We love you too, girl. But y'all know Tony did it, and that's how we all started chopping because of Tony Braxton. So shout out Tony for that. Oh, I thought I saw another good one in the chat. How can an angel break my heart?
Oh,
Yes.
oh, that one get me in my feels. When I listen to that, that's one of them songs that's definitely gonna get me in my feels.
Yeah. Now that thing that put some stank on it. That's
Yeah.
yeah. Now Tony, she knows she is something extra special. Well, I knew this next person was gonna come up. Shout out my best friend. We've been rolling since album came out because Monica, who can tell us
Oh.
that we didn't think we was Monica Miss Thing? Literally,
Mm.
y'all talk about. I didn't put the back of the album cover on here where she had them boots on and she had them feet that were like like doing like this, but but definitely when we think of Monica Miss Thing, what song comes to mind from that album?
Ooh. I'm gonna have to go with the album cut. And I actually was just listening to the song probably maybe last night. It
Okay.
was Never Can Say Goodbye. That
And,
was one of my faves.
never can say
Never say
goodbye.
goodbye.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah, that's my job.
yes, that's
That's
a
my
good one.
job. Never Can Say
Yes,
Goodbye is one of my faves.
yes.
One of my
Come
faves.
on. I need to bring Chastity on here because that is, girl,
Oh,
tell me if you still care, baby, and let's
she
bring
killed
it up.
that. No, she killed
Woo!
that.
Now that's a
She killed
remix
that.
that that was round of applause for her.
I'm surprised I didn't even say that because I love that one too. Like that. that
That
album from beginning to end,
yes,
you will
yes.
be trying to, you be like, hold up,
I'm telling
you
you,
know, you be. It's so many great songs from beginning
yeah,
to end.
yes, definitely one that will definitely her best album. I will have to
Mm-hmm.
say,
Mm-hmm.
and I love Monica, but from start to finish, like you said, Shawn, definitely a banger from the beginning until the end. So if you're watching this in the live or watching this in the replay, when the spirit hits you, because that's what 90s R&B music does. When it hits you, go on and put your Shanana up in the comments so that you can have a conversation and take you back. Take you back in regards to any of the artists that we're talking about. So we've said Tony Braxton, Monica, one that I know that you and I both agree on this one, because the 90s, the great thing about the 90s is yes, we have some mainstream artists that were
Mm-hmm.
popular, um, and are still, some of them are still around to this day, but we also had individuals that maybe they weren't as mainstream, but they was mainstream in the black household or
Mm-hmm.
in the black community, because we had more platforms that played, the radio didn't always play the same song over and over again back in the 90s. They had a little bit more power, and they mixed the music up a little bit more. So I got one, Shawn. I feel like you can appreciate this one. Boom. Tanya Blunt, baby.
Oh,
I said, if don't nobody know,
wow.
I had a contest with somebody that was like, we was going tit for tat. They was like, I bet you don't know this song. I bet you don't know this song. And I was, da 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 da. We was going back and forth about it. I said, how you don't know Tanya Blunt? They was like, who is that? Who is that?
You
Tell him, because I didn't even prep Shawn for this, because I know that Shawn knows who Tanya Blunt is. Shawn, for the music win on tonight's episode, go on and educate the people. Give them a song, Shawn, because I know you got one. I know.
okay? Okay, I'm trying to think because one thing about me, I have so many songs in my head.
I know.
Um, I'm familiar with her voice. I'm just trying to think of the song. I'm just trying to think out the song.
I,
Um,
I I'm not looking for
yeah,
reality.
yeah, yeah.
I need, and we'll go through the rain and storms. Boy, you know I love you forever. Child, yes, Sister Act 2.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Sister Act
It's it,
2.
I was just listening. The crazy thing is when I hear her voice, because I feel like I don't know, like in when I listened to that song, I was like, she has a very like I don't know what made the producers, whoever in the made her sing that way, because when I hear her sing live, she sounds totally different.
Yes,
You
yes,
know what I'm saying?
yes.
And but I no, she's amazing live. I feel
Yeah,
like,
she put stank-a-dank on live.
oh my God, you just gotta watch her performance. Her performances are better. Like I love the music. When you see her live, but it's always like that with artists. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? When you see
that can
they,
sing. That can sing.
yeah, she's definitely one of the ones that's super underrated.
Yeah, I say it all the time. And I'm a firm believer. She Sister Act 2, we know
Sister
who.
Act, yep,
And the fact that she recently was on one of the talk shows and was able to sing "Joyful Noise,"
yep,
which she did both parts. Her and Lauren, shout out Lauren Hill as well.
and
But
looks amazing.
yes, yes,
Oh my
but don't sleep on her. Dig her up, because her gospel, she stepped into gospel music for a little bit, kills it, like sickening. But that album right here is a classic and had a whole lot of hits on it that if you're a real music lover, you probably knew about it. But if you love music, I encourage you to dig it out the crate, and you could thank me later for that one, because
Blue
uh
Time.
definitely a good one. All right, I know you love this person, and you know all the good songs. Come
Oh,
on,
Gina
lady.
Thompson.
Come
Oh
on,
my
Gina.
gosh.
So, Shawn, when we think of '90s R&B, what is your jam from Gina Thompson? What you got on that one?
Ah, it's so much. People don't know I love this woman. Like I love her. Like she's one of the artists that I just gotta give her flowers. Like she's one of the artists that I probably was like 15, 16 when I started listening to her, and I feel like her voice changed my life. And
Mm-hmm.
the fact that I had the honor to like I interviewed her, that's a blessing because I've been like that was probably one of my dreams. So to
Mm-hmm.
actually interview her and actually have that interaction with her is a blessing, and I'm just happy for her to be on stage. But I digress. Because
Shawn Chastity
I've
Flowers.
been going on all day. But one of my favorites from that album, um, oh, it's so
Or you could
hard.
just say in general, because her second album was good
Oh,
too.
her second album. Okay, so I can go with the second album. Okay,
You could
so
go, yes, yes.
I can do. I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do both. Okay, so the first album it got to be strung out over you.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and then the second album is a song that she collabed with what is his name? He produced for he
Rodney
produced
Jerkins, is that who
Ronnie on the first one, but she also collabed with who the producer that produced Deborah Cox. Nobody's supposed to be here. What is his name? Uh
I
Chef Crawford?
yes, yes,
Chef
Rodney
Crawford?
Crawford. Yes,
Yeah.
who you talking about?
Okay, so he produced a song off the second album called "It Hurts," and that's one of my favorites. It hurts. That
It
is the
hurt.
one of a yes. It hurts.
I gotta listen. You didn't stump me on that one.
That's like a god. It's more so like a heartbreak, but just like gospel to me. You're
Okay.
gonna definitely feel it. That's like for me. Her that album, the second album, was like a gospel R&B album to me, and it was amazing.
Yes, no, definitely. And shout out Gina Thompson, one of the dopest singers and human
Oh,
beings that you will ever know. If she
oh
comes,
my,
yes, give the hearts out. If she's on tour right now. So
yes,
if she comes to your town and you might be saying, well, Gina Thompson, a lot of you all will know Gina from the things you do, the
yeah,
remix with Bad Boy and Missy and all of that. But I'm telling y'all, she is a lot deeper than just that. And even her new music that she's working on right now is sick with it.
fire,
So
fire.
make sure that you give her flowers in regards to her talents and stick around because she's definitely back and you will hear from her real soon. So I'm gonna close out the females. I know y'all gonna say Brandy. I know y'all gonna say Whitney Houston. I know y'all gonna say Mariah Carey. And I love all of them ladies, but the whole world celebrates them all the time. I want to get to the rooter and the tutor of some
Mm.
people that just don't get their due credit. And one I'm going to say, she came out in 1990. I was working at Music
Oh,
Land. And when I bought the album or cassette, because I ain't even going to front, we got cassette tapes. I was a cassette tape girl. This song right here, Layla Hathaway's
oh, Layla Hathaway.
baby,
Don't
baby.
cry.
You better dry your eyes. Listen, Layla
Oh,
Hathaway's first album, if you follow me on social media, I didn't already did my little recap. That was my album that I listened to from start to finish. Heaven only knows, baby, baby, don't cry. I'm coming back. There's so many amazing songs on that album. And if you are a person, maybe it wasn't, all that hippity hoppity bouncing around. She had a little 1-2 step. I think she used to just do her shoulder,
yeah.
something like that.
Just
But
did a little move like this.
it's like,
Look, you
just like,
know.
you know, but her vocal range, when your daddy is Donny Hathaway, baby, it's a no-brainer
Hmm.
that you're gonna be able to sing. And so 30 plus years I've been rocking with Layla Hathaway, and she never disappoints with her items. So shout out Layla, and shameless plug, she's got a new CD dropping on Friday. So Vanta Black is back, and I've heard it, and y'all are gonna love it. So it's
Mm.
I'm excited.
I can't wait to listen
It's
to it.
It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Okay, we're gonna give the fellas some. We're gonna give the fellas some.
Mhm.
So, Shawn, when I say R&B males, I'm not gonna do groups just yet, just males by themselves. What you know about this album?
Oh, okay.
Now,
Oh,
so Brother Man Joe, as we know, y'all love Joe. Y'all know all those. I wanna know what turned you on. Y'all know all of them mainstream songs, but I'm telling you, his first CD, there was a song, If Loving You Is Wrong, Baby, I Don't Want to Be Right. That's like still one of my favorite songs by Joe. Like I feel like he don't never go back to the old album.
I agree. I agree.
He skips over it. And I'm like, bruh, that's when All or Nothing, like there were so many great songs on his debut album. But, people, they like what they like. But when I think of Joe, what songs by Joe resonate for you? And it might not be from the first album, but just in general, what are some songs that
Oh,
take you back for Joe?
oh my gosh. Love scene.
Oh, let's make a love scene. Okay. Steamy
You
and
got a song. I really love How Soon. That's an amazing song.
yeah, that's good.
Um, uh, Stutter. I can probably go a few
Joe,
um Joe songs. Like it's whew, yeah, they probably the ones that kind of stand out to me for
okay.
sure. When I think of Joe, they definitely are one of the songs that I definitely have on repeat.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, Joe is one of the greats. He's
He
one of the greats.
definitely is. I know a lot of people, shout out to Mia. We didn't talk about her on the female side, but to Mia, a classic that started back in the 90s as well. But I was at that show with Joe and Tamia, and a lady sat next to me. She's like, I'm so excited to see Tamia. And I'm like, so am I. But when Joe came out, she was like, yo, I forgot Joe had all them hits. Joe is so like people be forgetting that Joe had some hits. Like he had
He
some
has
songs.
hit and also as a phenomenal songwriter.
Definitely.
A
De-
like he could have performed a lot of songs that he written for artists. You know what I'm saying? He's
yeah.
that talented, and I'm just like I go back and read credits. I'm like, how this man can just think of words and put them together, and I don't know. That's a talent in his own self. You know what I'm saying? A singer and a writer, that's both talented. So I give Joe his flowers. Like he's an amazing
Yeah.
songwriter as
That's
well.
why he
People
was
don't.
sneaking around with Roxy like that, because he know how to write them songs and sneak on through.
Hmm.
Sneak on
Hmm.
through. Somebody just put more and more. So yes, definitely. Is that's another banger as well. So if you're joining in or watching this on the replay, we talking about 90s R&B, and right now we're on males. So 90 R&B males. So if you got your favorite that you rocked with, drop it in the chat. The light skin, the first one that y'all bet not say he can't come to the cookout, because he can always come to the cookout, is John
Oh.
B, baby. John B know he left
Oh.
off his little bit of color. He said, go on now. But John B definitely is coming to the cookout. He is always invited.
Always.
Oh,
Always.
yes, he's always invited to the cookout. What was it? Pretty Girl. Was that the song? With
Pretty girl. Yep.
I used to like that song a lot by John B, who's also touring right now as well. So shout out John B out there as well. Uh who are some other males that we got? Uh Tevin Campbell, how could we I mean, that's like
Oh
another,
my gosh, Tevin.
yeah, that's like a no-brainer. Oh, I cheated because I had wrote some down that I wanted to talk about. I cheated. I did, show did. Hold on, they're on the green card. Oh no, they ain't. Oh, it didn't fell off somewhere. It's somewhere in the house, y'all. I don't know where it is. But men, Terry. You mean Tony
Tony
Terry?
Terry. Tony Terry.
Tony Terry, definitely. When I'm with you, unconditional love. That was my lovey dovey feeling I get when I in my song too. Uh, Jesse Powell, God bless the dead,
Ooh,
is another good one for the males. Uh,
so talented.
I feel like we're forgetting somebody, and I feel really, really
Um, it's a lot of them.
Keith Sweat. Jesus Lord, how could you
Oh,
forget?
Keith Sweat.
But Al B. Sure,
I'll be
Mario
sure.
Winans.
I
Yeah,
had an opportunity to meet. I'll be sure.
I would have fell out. I saw the picture.
Cool, cool dude. I'm just sitting back. You know, when you sometimes you just don't want to when you meet certain artists, you just don't want to invade their space or be up on them because they some of them are just really chill, mellow. You know what I'm saying? But when I saw Ivy Shaw, I was like, oh, he's
Albie.
real.
Woo!
Oh,
Yes,
he's real.
Christopher Williams.
Christopher
Yes.
Williams. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. That's a
I
good one.
actually seen him perform when he did the they was doing the New Jack. No, he wasn't up there. Was he up there? No, he wasn't. They
He
went
did
on
a,
tour and did the New Jack City play.
oh yeah, he didn't sing, he did sing.
Yeah, I thought I was like,
He
was he up
did.
there? I think he was up there, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Yeah, I think he was. I know he was at the one in Atlanta, so I'm sure he did. Yes. Come
Uh-huh.
on. Who is Miss Boone is tearing it up, baby. She know her
Shout out
music.
to
Carl Thomas.
Kayla.
Yes, honey. Carl Thomas, Babyface. Thank you, girl, because it was a little rough. I know the songs. I couldn't see their faces in my face right now,
It's
but
so many.
it's
It's
so many. All right,
even
let's take it.
Cisco
My
in solo
favorite
career.
right, Cisco. Well, let's since we talking Cisco, let's go ahead and go to some male groups as so.
Ooh.
Let's do males. And when I was looking up this stuff, I said, you know what? It was so many dope male groups. So I can't find the picture that I wanted to use for y'all, but um I'm gonna talk about my first favorite group because is the show, and y'all, if you know me, you know.
Mm.
Here's the sounds of God. I do not play about God. I guess it's the
Teddy jam for
thing.
me.
That's my. I love all of them. Those are I love God. I love them. Yes, and I acted a fool when I met Teddy Riley. I was like, he was like, "What do you want to do?" I said, "Can we dance?" And I was like, because I wanted to dance. I wanted Teddy's jam with him. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. But so Guy is my pick. What you got, Shawn? Who you got? Kick off some names. And I think the people in the chat helping us out too. Joe,
Okay,
Mint,
Jodeci. You got Jodeci got 112.
yes, 112.
Of course, you have the Drew Hill. You have
Ooh,
Boys and
and
Men.
you,
You have underrated groups. I'm gonna name too. 7 Mile. Uh, uh,
Mister,
Mister. Yes, yes.
because
How
you
can
know
I forget?
that
Oh
get
my
personal. That get
gosh.
personal, Shawn. You know that get a little
Woo.
personal. That a little personal because
See.
Mary Molasses and Lady. No,
Yes.
lady. Oh man, I wish I could have played the songs. Jesus,
Oh
man.
my God. It's so many high fives.
Oh yes,
Uh,
hard to get. Shout out my sister Charlotte if she watching. She used to wear high five out, honey. That's when you can make requests and love songs on the radio with the quiet. Some of y'all will never know about a quiet storm where you could be like, "Hey, this Tay. I just want to give a shout out to my boo Run. And I want to let him know that I'm not trying to play hard to get. I love you, boo." And then they would play the song on, some of y'all will never know what it means to call up and put your on a request line. So shout out that as well. So after seven, yep, that's
Oh,
good.
that's a good one.
And they still kicking today.
They
Shout out
still
to all
are.
that are still back. Rough ends. They
Yes,
yeah, that's an underrated
still saying.
group that can still sing. Yep. Yep. Mint condition,
Mint condition.
the baddest band on the land right now. Earth, Wind, and Fire was the original, but I got to give Mint Condition when they perform live, they kills it. They can,
Bandit. Amazing.
yeah, amazing, amazing job. Troop.
True. Oh
All I
yeah.
do is think of
Think of you.
day. Silk. I just saw them in concert
There's
at
a meeting in my bedroom.
bedroom. They were still singing the hot leather coats. Baby, they had them hot leather coats up in Georgia. I was worried that they was gonna fall out, but they
Woo.
did pretty good.
They definitely one of the ones that still staying live. Mics are on. They sound amazing. I've
Yeah.
heard great things about them live. Like I'm like, oh wow, I need to go see them. That's one group I never went to go see.
I didn't either until a couple of weeks ago. And
Oh.
I think I was about the only one screaming in the audience. They was there. They had them for Tamar and Silk, which I don't understand how that mix came to be, but that ain't none of my
uh
it,
yeah,
it,
that's a
it,
okay.
but I was singing them Silk songs, honey. I was having a good time with it. What about you put this on the other day? So I gotta give you shout outs for reminding me about this group. Public Announcement.
Oh,
Give me that
yeah, yeah, yeah,
this
yeah. I
time
rock your body, baby. I rock your body. I...
So if you're watching, I love Shawn is a social influencer. He does 90s music. I'm telling you, if you are not following him, every single time he posts something, it takes me back. And that's why I love him to death. Because the other day you were showing off in one of your mixes and it had the public announcement in it. And I was like, doggone that damn Shawn. He didn't did it. Because you keep me up all night. When I mess around with you and then I watch it on the live or on your social media, then I stay up all night long, just one song leads to another song, and before I know it, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I got to get up in the morning to go to work. It's a doggone shame. It's a
Same, same. I do it to
shame.
myself. I do it to myself every time.
I said, why? Just keep you going. Rude Boys. Shout out
Oh,
and I love your face. That is my song because it's always be written all over my face a whole bunch of days. That used to be my song too. So shout out the Rude Boys for that classic hit. And today, how could I forget today? Him,
oh, why you get
me.
funky on
Oh,
me? Tell me why you get funky on me?
yeah, that was it.
House
Well,
party.
even thinking about that, you bring up a good point with today. Back in the 90s, we had some amazing movies that had some soundtracks that shaped our culture during that time. And sometimes the soundtrack, shout out Robin A. This up while we were doing an interview. She's like, girl, remember the soundtracks would be better than the movie or would be
Hmm.
more memorable than that. So one particular movie, and I got to give Robin, I'm giving you your credit for this.
Where we
This
going?
movie was Have Plenty. The
Okay.
movie people can't remember, but we talked about John B. and he had the song him and Coco. Always hit you up if the love is real. Look it up. If it's Coco and John B.
You
And they
educated me right now. I'm gonna have to check that out.
you gotta always I'm telling you, it's a good one. It's a good one.
Okay.
Do it
Okay.
and hit me up and let's talk about it. It's John B.
Okay. I
Coco. It's
we
a
here.
that was
Okay.
Have Plenty soundtrack. It was John B and Coco, and as yet was on there. Last night we that they was
I'm
on there.
right inside of you.
They had no business singing them songs in the 90s, talking about being inside
Yeah,
of
they definitely had some hidden innuendos
yes,
when it
yeah,
came to that type of stuff.
that part. And we was just singing with our little hearts out. But when we're thinking about soundtracks too, I think one of the greatest
I
soundtracks.
was waiting for you to go there. I was just wait. Oh, I was just waiting for.
Baby,
I was like, I hope she has this up here,
you
and you
better
just.
know. But I would give y'all
Oh,
that too, just because I didn't want to leave anybody out from the back of the CD. Because some
whew.
of y'all will never know what it means to open up a CD cover, read the credits, smell the plastic as it unravels the CD cover. You'll never know what it feels like. So,
Mm, mm, mm.
this one right here, start to finish, waiting to exhale, fire. Like the movie was
Uh,
fire, the soundtrack was fire. It was just fire. Like it
it
was
was amazing. They did Babyface and Whitney did I
yeah.
because Whitney handpicked. So
Mm,
she handpicked these artists to be on this soundtrack. So she grabbed the right people, and I'm just gonna say this is probably my favorite soundtrack,
yes.
my favorite music soundtrack.
One of the hidden gems on here, and my sister, if she's on here, will probably remember. How could you call her baby? The girl Shauna, I think it was like
Oh yes, I was trying to look for
I
her.
I cannot know. It's number 15. How could you call her baby? I don't Sean, you gotta
Oh,
find her.
oh, baby. I've
Damn.
been trying to look for her
You gotta
forever,
find
no lie.
you gotta find. I've been looking for the girl too, because I said that was one of the people. Like, where did you go? Can we make you come back? Because that song is clearly like that was like one of my favorite songs. It
That's
didn't
a
get
good
commercial
song.
success, but it was definitely yeah, like it was
That
a song.
you picked that was the right song. I'm not even sure if that song had a music video, and that song deserved a music video or something.
Cause
Like
I did the video in my bedroom. Shout out all of y'all that grew up in the 90s. I know I'm not by myself. You would hear a song, you would sit up in your room, and you would be like, how could you call baby? Then you'll sit back and you do the whole video in your room. Like I know I'm not by myself. It's
you had the concept before it was even made.
Thank you. That's why I used to think I could make direct music videos. Shout out Hype Williams, X, all of y'all. I used to really think that I could do it because I had did it in my mind, in my room.
But guess what? You might still can whole time. You
You
you,
better know that it. You
you
better
might still can. You still got it. So I yeah.
yeah, because that's what it is. Yeah,
Hmm.
come on, because they don't know. They don't know. I think I might just get on social media and just start making music videos. I think that's what I'm gonna start doing.
That would be dope. I would tune in for sure. I would tune in.
I told you. I said we got to do them together. I'm telling me and Sean are going to go live on TikTok and just be able to get our dance on because
We gonna meet. We gonna
it's
plan
gonna,
this.
it's
We
gonna
gonna
do
plan
it.
something.
It's gonna do it. It's gonna do it. It's gonna do it. Now, because I have urban people in my family, shout out the urban cousins. You know, it's always some. I said this is not an R&B soundtrack, but they said yes, it was. It's up for debate. Put it in the chat. Do y'all
It's
think
a
Juice is a R&B soundtrack? No.
I don't think so. I just don't. I know. Of course, you know the song. Is it good to you? I
Uh,
wanna know.
that's
Is
it.
it
That's it.
good
That's what.
to? That's the only thing
Ooh,
that pops up.
yes, that's it. I'm telling y'all, that was it. That's it. Ain't nothing. I done looked at the cover. I didn't put the back of the cover on this one, but I'm telling you, that's probably about the only one that was.
Yeah, that's the only one that I. Because most of it out here, remember, was the rap. It was
Yeah,
just rap, song, hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
yeah.
So again, we're talking. Oh Lord, Cheryl, thank you for that one, Cheryl. I just seen it. What I just where she put it. She said player. But
Oh,
Cheryl, thank you,
here's
girl.
to you for giving me a chance.
Yes. And
I'll be your angel, calling your.
yeah, that was a
That's
good
my
one.
drop.
That was a good one. I definitely give you that one.
Wow, that was
That was
definitely a
that was
good
a good
one.
one. That was a good one. Best man soundtrack, definitely.
Best
Because
Man soundtrack was
that's another
good.
That's another one. That's another. I mean, we could be here all night. Shout out TLC. They just had an anniversary. Left Eye's birthday had just passed as well. So TLC is not R&B, but I'm gonna give them to them. Because they're more hip hop.
Can y'all? Oh no! I think Tay is out right now. So,
You
okay, can
know
y'all?
people be trying to stop me from being great because they be trying to call and
They be
act like they
hating.
should be watching. It's important friends in 2024. I'm just trying to tell y'all and beyond. It's no time. Sean, tell them. So you understand. You get it.
I get it. No, I get it.
You get it. You get it. I
Oh,
I did this one special for you. This was a collection for you. Shout out 702 because I know how much you love 702.
dang. Oh,
So thoughts on
oh.
the collection right here.
Okay, so 702. So you want me to pick one song?
You can pick, you know what? I just, because the collage was already made together, I know you love 702, so you can have your way with 702. You got it.
Okay. Word is Bond is one of my favorites. All I want.
And I did
Uh,
a video to that. I was the fourth member.
yeah, I was there. Like I already said, I was there. You know, so all I had was just give me a wig and just probably shave my beard up and just put some makeup, and I'm 702. Maybe we might be 704. So so yeah, all I want. Word is Bond. Stilo is one of my favorite. They dropped some good singles. Get it
Yeah.
together. They I think from beginning
Get
to
it
end.
together. I swear, is somebody who might be watching this that used to be the love of my life way back then. I remember playing that song. This how old I am. Don't y'all judge me because I know I'm not by myself. When you used to call, I would play the song. So when you called my phone and it was like, I'm not available right now, it would be like, ding, ding. I would play 702 because I knew he was going to call and I needed him to know I need you to get it together,
Get it
bro.
together, boo. Get it
Because I
together.
don't really want to go. I don't really want to stay. What I really need to know is can we get it together? Whew, that
Yes, we
song takes
can.
me back. Like when I hear it, it triggers me for this person who I hope you're watching my live and thank you for not getting it together because you made my
Look at that was a good compliment and a backhand shade. I love it. I live for it. Yeah, I'm here
so
for it.
whew, that one was kind of rough. Ooh, child. All right, now
Ooh.
one that I did for the male groups. I was a Jodeci fanatic, honey, but I love Drew Hill though. Drew Hill is forever gonna be my phase. But anybody who resonates with you on here that you want to give a little shout out to.
Wow. Um, I'm gonna say Jagged Edge.
Okay, I
I'm
got
gonna keep it up, but I know I because I feel like far as groups,
mm-hmm.
Jagged Edge is not mentioned enough for me. Um, they're not mentioned a lot. So I've always felt like Jagged Edge should have been um they are definitely up there to me, of course, with the boys and men. They just more like more so relatable to Jodeci, but
Yeah.
far as style, you could hear the voices and the inspiration behind them. So I always feel like Jagged Edge definitely was one of the ones that I love all the amazing groups, but I feel like on the list, Jagged Edge is the one that I feel like definitely deserve their flowers. So it's a lot of Jagged Edge songs that I love. Wednesday Lover.
Yeah, Sean,
Uh
that's why I love you because I was literally, I started thinking about Wednesday, Wednesday Lover, that first one.
Wednesday Lover. Wednesday Lover.
There's no other. I used to want my name to be Wednesday just because I wanted them to. I wanted to be that. I give Jagged Edge. I yes, I definitely rock with Jagged Edge and wish that they could have gotten the notoriety that they deserved. But we'll see. Maybe they'll come back. Maybe they'll come back. But Shawn, me and you could be on here all night long. Like you're probably the only person that I would want to do. Like I could do this every day for a job with you, just taking people back. Shout out. I really want to have a radio show that all we do is talk about 90s music. And I'm manifesting it here. I want that show to be with Shawn. If I ever had to have a co-host, the only co-host I would want. Sorry, some people might say, I can't believe she said, I thought that was my girl. I'm telling y'all, Shawn is my kindred person. When I think of a song, I can inbox him and be like, Shawn, look at this one. Or
Yes.
he'll post something. And so, Shawn, for that, I'm a manifest that we have us a syndicated global 90s radio show where we just talk about 90s music, bring the 90s artists in, because there is nothing like 90s music. I
Yeah.
commend the people from the 70s, the 60s, from the 80s. 80s had some good music as well, but it's something you really got to know, that 90s, from 90 to 1999, that year, those 9 years within that time period was something special. And Shawn, I salute you for being a person who forever, you pay homage to it consistently, and anything that you touch regarding this whole movement, I know is going to be successful. So I just want the radio show, just so we could play the music, have everything else, or if we could have a video soul, you know how they take us back, and we could
Yes.
be Donnie
Oh,
Simpson
oh, that would
and
be
Sherry Carter. Honey, baby, let me tell you something. So we manifesting these things because,
manifested. Let's
yeah,
manifest it.
manifest it on out there. Because me and Shawn gonna sing. We're gonna do a little dance routines for y'all, and y'all just not gonna be ready because it's VA all day, every day, no matter
All
what.
day.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm in Georgia, but I still, my heart is VA to forever. So, Shawn, in closing, if you had to, if you could interview, I know Gina Thompson was one of your favorites, but if you could interview any artist, living or deceased, from the 90s, who would it be and why?
Kelly Rowland.
And I knew, listen,
Kelly
I
Rowland.
know,
Kelly
what,
Rowland.
why you pick Kelly?
Um, I just I feel like she's um certain artists you just resonate through energy. And Kelly Rowland is one of them artists. I also feel like she's really beautiful, talented, and really don't give her credit for what she contributes to the industry.
Mm,
So I've definitely feel like Kelly Rowland. I always say Kelly Rowland is one of the ones that I want to interview, whether it's in live, in person, or just meeting her. Kelly Rowland. I know it's probably so far fetched. Some people probably thinking like, "What?" Yeah, Kelly Rowland for sure.
yeah. Oh, hey, if that we manifesting and putting it out there, that's why I had to go ahead and put it out in the atmosphere. So for anybody watching on the live or watching on the replay, make sure that you follow Shawn on all social media platforms. Tell him, Shawn, what your social media is.
Shawn of 90s mood. 90s mood. You should put 90s mood. 90s dot mood underscore.
There it goes. There it goes. Well, Shawn, thanks for hanging out with me. You know, you are always, anytime you want to talk about music, anything, you know, my platform is your platform. Oh, shout out DJ A1. Sorry, A1, for my I Love R&B
I
gear.
love that.
Y'all check him out. So,
I'm
DJ
definitely gonna check them
A1,
out.
check him out. And we talk about Escape or SWV. Y'all got a whole tour, child. They gonna be all right. We love y'all. But
Maybe some other time, but it's always love. It's
that
love.
part, that
It's
part,
love.
we love that. But shout them out, shout them out, shout them out. And Shawn, before you go, tell the people that's watching what you came to do.
Came to celebrate Black Music Month with Tay.
Hey, until next time,
Ooh.
y'all do me a favor, rock some 90s music. If you up at 10 o'clock tonight, or if you watching this at 10 o'clock in the morning, throw your favorite 90s R&B track on, put a mix on, and come back in the chat and let us know what y'all was listening to so we can jam out with y'all too. Until next time, y'all, this is Tay celebrating Black Music Month. Keep it locked because we got more great interviews coming up real soon. All right, y'all. Till next time. Peace.